So the other part of the flavor, and I will show you here two examples before we end the meeting. So we cover menthol, fragrances, and flavors, all sensory and other benefits. Sensory means I can feel them. I cannot see them. Seeing, we'll talk about this next time, but feel them. So the same thing that we talked about fragrance, we can talk about flavor. Flavor are typically less volatile than fragrances, okay? And flavors, you typically either smell or taste. Even if you taste it, it goes to the top of your mouth, to the tongue and top, and you can feel and get the sensation of the flavor. Flavor are also still volatile, and this is a nice way to turn liquid flavor into powder. What's the benefit? The same thing with fragrance. When you store liquid fragrance, concentrated fragrance, they typically are flammable. So there is a risk in case of fire. Some of the fragrances are very flammable, but when they transferred into MultiSal, they are not flammable anymore, and you can store them under regular condition. You don't need special conditions for flammable materials. Flavor are the same. Flavor can easily get bad under stability conditions and so on, especially we're talking about natural flavors. So this is a nice way to retain the activity of natural flavor in a free-flowing powder, and then you can add it like salt almost to product. The common use of MultiSal flavor is for instant drinks, when you take the flavor powder and mix it up, and you have a nice drink. This series is some data that we generated with flavors, showing the same effect that we showed before. When you use a flavor, you can get a longer lasting sensation with a MultiSal. And this is the major value, one of the major values of encapsulating flavors into MultiSal. This is just to show you flavor. MultiSal flavor is the same powder. It's used in multiple applications. You may be surprised to see it's used in pizza because it elevates the flavors of the dough or of the cheese or even of the tomato in the pizza, and it's sprinkled on the cheese. Let's say tomato flavor. It's sprinkled on the cheese, so there's no water there. But when the dough is baked, the water evaporates, and as such, it activates the flavor, so it smells great. And you understand the flavor is coming from the MultiSal. Gums is another dry product that can easily incorporate all kinds of MultiSals, and even ice cream. Ice cream contains a lot of water, but the water is frozen, it's bound. So that's not enough free water to activate the release of the odor.